Hello people, this is Petha and welcome to my first video. With the upcoming patch now a day or maybe hours away, probably planned for the 10th of August, let's take a look at the upcoming changes and additions brought by this patch based on the info provided by Nikita himself on the July 19th podcast. There was additional information on the changes planned for the December wipe, plus the near future, arena included, but we will be commenting on those on a separate video. For now, let's focus on what's to come probably this Thursday. So, before we tackle the list, regarding the Unity 2021 update, there were technical issues, engine limitations, as they said, that were overcome after working together with Unity devs. The update is expected sometime between the August patch and the December patch. Unsure as to when exactly. Right, so the first item on the list was Loadout Presets, which is the ability to save equipment kits for quick use. Now, there was a funny video shown on this podcast which unfortunately had no new information, but there was a picture on the previous podcast and this is it. So this might be the replacement for your character tab. You can now see your character's appearance change, probably, as new gear is added, and the two buttons on the top are probably save and load. You can also select clothes on the same tab. And as for your character, you can select gear both from the flea market and from your inventory. Buy missing probably acts as a shortcut to fill up on missing items from the traders. Gear up is maybe the button that finalizes the procedure, and there is also another tab next to it for your pockets. The list on the right probably acts as a sort of wiki to show the item stats and appearance, or maybe even lead to buying as another shortcut. However, you can't see the contents of your containers, your backpack or your secure container. Maybe the right side of this tab will change as you click them. Hopefully this will speed up the gearing process because unless you have kits ready to go, gearing up, navigating through the menus, buying the items, accessing the flea market takes quite some time, and you are not allowed to queue up while you are gearing up in order to minimize downtime. So the next item on the list is the ability to select a body part to heal with a hotkey. This is the feature as shown in the picture. If this works in the same way as the magazine selection feature, you will have to hold down the key assigned to the medical item, usually 4 or 5, while scrolling down or up with your mouse to select. The body parts are clearly labeled, and it saves the step of opening the inventory to manually drag and drop the healing item. However, no way to actually bind a key or a key combination to healing a body part was shown, at least on the podcast. And another cool feature to add would be to maybe always prioritize chest when healing the conventional way. Maybe this will be added as a quality of life feature in the future, or maybe secretly added in the current patch. Who knows? Right, so this is part of the new equipment added. And this is the ability to add flashlights to certain helmets. Now, as you can see from the video, there seem to be two settings on this flashlight, one with more intensity than the other. I'm not sure if this is a feature which is specific to flashlights on helmets, or it's an item that's already in the game. I don't think I've used it. And another thing has to do with the angle of the flashlight. So as you can see, the angle is kind of weird. So it might come in handy if you want to avoid staining your brand new boots while walking the streets of Tarkov. But apart from that, I'm not really sure it's useful. In any case, maybe it's useful if you're running a gun which has very limited slots and you want a flashlight somehow which you can't fit on your gun, or you can buy the mods to install the flashlight on your gun, but you do have the helmet and it's your only solution. Maybe, yeah. But apart from that, the angle is really weird. I don't think it's really useful the way it's implemented compared to the normal flashlights used, the ones mounted on guns. The next thing added is the feature to sell all player Scav equipment to fans. So as you can see from the picture, after you are done with a Scav raid, you can sell all your loot directly to fans, and there is also a confirmation window for that. So this is very helpful when you are done with a Scav run and all you want to do is just get rid of the item somehow without any hassle. You should note, however, that the items will be sold to fans, who usually offers less money for each item than what each of the traders offers individually for their specific, let's say, items, which translates to less income. However, we should also mention that after completing a Scav run, some of the items are very low durability, and fence is the only trader you can sell to anyway. This is also extra handy in the case that you are out of space on your inventory, and despite your elite Tetris skill, you just can't fit every single item you got in your inventory to sell later. So you can just sell away and maximize your profits from whatever item has been left in your Scav inventory. Next up is the Sidearm Quickswap. So it's the ability to quickly change over to your sidearm. So first of all, let's check out the video. Right, so weapon swap is notably faster when you use this ability. It feels like twice as fast. But as you noticed, it drains your arm stamina. However, having your arm stamina bar completely drained already does not seem to affect the drawing speed. And I'm unsure if this is intentional or this is some sort of bug, some sort of oversight on BSG's part. And I guess we'll just have to see, on this patch or the next one, if this feature remains the same or it's changed somehow. Right, next up is the new Trader UI. So this has been shown previously, and as you probably saw, the first page, the original one with the traders, might be redundant, since you get all the information you need from this page, the second page. I'm not sure if that page was left there intentionally, if it's an oversight, or if it's something that will be removed when the new UI is implemented in the game. So this new UI seems a lot more intuitive to use. Everything seems to be in one place. You can easily swap from the buy tab to the sell tab. You have access to all the traders and the tasks in one page without having to go back and forth. And there is also a button to undo sell. And apparently there seems to be very smooth swapping between quest windows and trade windows. But I guess that we'll have to see how the UI behaves in practice, as in game. Now, the next set of features had to do with some quality of life improvements. So, there isn't really much to show about this one. There is a video about it, but it's very simple to describe, as it is 2 clicks to use consumables like meds or food. It is still 2 clicks. However, previously you had to open your inventory, right click first and left click after. Now you can simply spam it. And it is also very useful if you are using, for example, Steams straight from your Steam's case, in which case all you need to do is spam left click. Furthermore, another small addition, which again we don't really need to show, is that the crafting indicator from the hideout is now green, which makes it easier to notice. It used to be white or gray before. Furthermore, 2 extra quality of life additions will be colorblind settings, and according to Nikita, some tutorials will be added. Probably this wipe, unsure about that, which will provide newcomers with the basics regarding playing Escape from Tarkov. And he said that they will probably be on the official BSG channel on Twitter and maybe in game. Now, according to Nikita, there will be a Streets of Tarkov expansion, and this will be the second iteration of the map. There are some preview pictures on BSG's Twitter account, so feel free to visit their Twitter account and take a look at the new locations that will be added to the Streets of Tarkov expansion. Furthermore, there was some new equipment and armor shown on stream. There are some pictures of that on BSG's website, that is their Twitter account, and a thing that Nikita mentioned had to do with the addition of a new secure container in this patch, but no additional info was given. Naturally, as in almost every BSG patch, there was a showcasing of new guns. There are some pictures on BSG's Twitter along with some videos. However, there wasn't anything extraordinary or impressive, unless it will be a surprise. What drew my attention was the sawed-off shotgun, which seems to be something, Ash from the Evil Dead series would use. And I don't know, maybe it might come in handy if it is dirt cheap, and it can be used as a form of secondary weapon to finish someone off with a double shot of AP rounds, or even a double buckshot to the extremities. However, you should also note that damage to blackened limbs has been nerfed per the latest changes. There was also a mention about a special gun, the PKM, which will be firing 7.62 by 54, just like the SVD. It's a machine gun, and according to Nikita, it will be the new boss weapon called Kaban, and he is set to appear in this patch. Speaking of the new boss, here is a picture of him. His name is Kaban or Kaban, and apparently he is using the PKM as stated by Nikita. Judging by the background, he will probably be on the street of Tarkov, and from the looks of it, it's probably the Lexus car dealership. I'm not really familiar with the location, as my PC can handle at the moment, so I haven't really played Streets of Tarkov. Maybe in the future, but it seems to be Lexus by the looks of it. Another feature mentioned by Nikita is a weapon stand or a weapon rack in the hideout. We weren't shown any pictures, but Nikita mentioned that it's upgradable, it's like a big weapon crate, and it will provide you with free space, since you will be able to use it as additional space to store your weapons. Another point that Nikita mentioned has to do with the removal of the Painkiller effect. So, as you all probably know, when you use painkillers in the game, there is a sharpening effect applied to the game. This is mildly annoying when you are in the game, but it's extremely annoying if you are streaming the game. It really destroys the picture quality. So Nikita stated that this sharpening effect will be changed into a desaturation effect starting this patch, but we had no clues as to what it will look like. Finally, there were some questions regarding the game client performance, and there is a note about that on the preliminary roadmap. Nikita mentioned that there will be constant FPS optimization, which will come in 3 parts. The first part being in August, the second after that, and the big part being in the December update. He also mentioned that there are constant changes to the anti-cheat mechanics that the game uses, and there will be further AI optimization and client optimization regarding connectivity and synchronization. However, there was a big update on client synchronization in the previous patch. So that's all for now. Maybe the detailed patch notes tomorrow will reveal more hidden changes. If there is something I missed, and there probably are quite a few, I would appreciate you mentioning it down in the comments so that others can see it as well. So thank you for sticking with me, guys, through this first video, and you can catch me live on Twitch TV, Petha_, playing Escape from Tarkov, CSGO, and a variety of single player games, all these included. Again, thanks for watching, and see you on stream.